Back now to the news. Gaffe-prone Texas Governor Rick Perry made a social media post Sunday night after an image appeared on his Twitter account of an insulting meme at the Democratic District Attorney at the center of his indictment on felony abuse of power charges. European stocks with little change fell in a month for the gain as European Union governments weighed further sanctions on Russia as investors waited this week's European Central Bank meeting. Alibaba Group Poland Limited, listed under the ticker BABA, has pushed back its investors' roadshow about a week in order to answer some questions posed by the Securities Exchange Commission first. As you all now have probably read about, the name Nokia used to equate their most popular mobile phone models in the world. In some parts of the world, people still use Nokia phones, but in the US, you will be hard-pressed to find anyone going gaga over the latest release, as Samsung Galaxy geared to feature Nokia Here Map application. Jenny McCarthy and Donnie Wahlberg are husband and wife. The couple were married on Sunday. McCarthy's rep told ABC News that the ceremony was held outside Chicago. As Joan Rivers remained hospitalized on Sunday, her daughter Melissa thanked the public for the outpouring of good wishes surrounding the sharp-tongued comedy star's health. After viewing satellite data the past 19 years, a team of scientists has discovered that the fresh water from the melting glaciers and Antarctic ice sheets have increased sea level in the entire continent by 0.8 inches, 2 centimeters. A volcanic supereruption in the also National Park is possible, but will not be classified as ash deposit from the eruption may impact communication systems, aviation, and more. The last known passenger pigeon named Martha died 100 years ago today at the Cincinnati Zoo. She was trained, and the passenger pigeon, which was numbered in billions of Northern America, has become a symbol of extinction. Long-term results are promising the investigation of monoclonal antibody alvelcomab. According to the results, the medication helps to significantly reduce the cholesterol and conjunction of regular statin therapy while also reducing the occurrence. In an important breakthrough in the fight against Ebola, scientists have used an experimental drug to completely cure 18 monkeys infected with the deadly virus. Take a look at local news stories here. A crash in Minnesota on the intersection of Route 113 and Moody Avenue at 8:50 a.m. this morning has claimed the life of a woman. An EF0 tornado that lasted 3 to 4 minutes to a 1.7 mile path in Worcester last night as a National Weather Service survey team examined the area of damage together with a Worcester emergency management. Boston Mayor Marty Walsh marked his first Labor Day as mayor of Boston as he told an emotional speech before a packed crowd during the Labor Day breakfast at the Boston Plaza Hotel about thanking his brothers and sisters in the labor movement and thanking AFL-CIO President Steve Tolman. And in Northampton, New Hampshire, an aircraft crashed at Lafayette Road at the airport. CMD advised an airport closed with 2 fatalities on the scene of the plane crash. And just recently, it just broke into a newsroom from Brockton, Massachusetts. A motor vehicle rolled over Brockton, Massachusetts at 244 Center Street and records the ability of mid-flight. Take a look at sports news here on this Monday afternoon here, competing for the first time since August 9th. Tony Stewart left the race early after twice colliding into the wall. He finished the night in 41st place at the Oral-B 5 in Atlanta. In Boston, what could be discovered as latest piece of evidence that the NFL simply owns the world. The Patriots trading of a backup quarterback who has formed 4 career passes has become a dominant story of the sports news cycle. Casey Kane scores dramatic victory at Atlanta and make chase as Casey Kane is used to needing to win a strong run at the end of the regular season just to make the chase for the Sprint Cup. But this year, under NASCAR's new chase system, the pressure was more intense than ever. Baylor shuts out SMU to Christian New Stadium. And in North Massachusetts, Russell Henley doesn't get into contention as much as he like it, but he is tough to beat when he's anywhere near the lead here. And today, the Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays will wrap up their 4-game regular season finale down at the Tropicana Field in St. Pete today with Ruby Dilworth and a man for the Red Sox, while Drew Smiley and a man for the Tampa Bay Rays. Peter Channel News Times 12:07. It's time now for a travel report here on this Labor Day afternoon, and Route 6 on the westbound side is backed up from Barnesville all the way down to the Sagamore Bridge on the westbound side of Route 6 on the Cape and the Islands there. Route 20 on the northbound side here, a little slow as you put your Bond Rotary, and the feeder road on the westbound side from Sagamore to Bourne is backed up as you approach the Bourne Rotary here, and 495 northbound, an accident on 495 northbound in Middlebury here between Route 105 and Route 28, so trust us, you're backed up from 28 in Middlebury all the way down to Route 44 in Middlebury here. Route 3 on the northbound side is slow from 53 in Hanover all the way out to Route 18 in Weymouth here. 495 northbound a little slow from Route 1 in Plainville all the way down 1A in Wentham here. By the way, it's 95, 24 mile fine from 128 to the Rhode Island border here. And Route 4 on the southbound side of Rhode Island, a little slow from Williamsburg, Exeter to the Route 1 in North Kingstown due to a traffic incident on Route 4 southbound. But otherwise, all the highways in the ocean say to move on fine here. And it is moving day around the colleges in the city of Boston, so expected to be busy around the Northeastern University campus around Route 9. Route 20 a little slow around the area of BU due to moving day at all Boston colleges and universities, so try to expect to be busy around the Boston area, but otherwise, all the Boston highways are good to go. Mass back in the eastbound side, a little slow, you put Route 120 in Western here. And Western Road construction right lane closed at Route 120 northbound approach and east exit 25 on the Mass back reported by. Otherwise, 120 mile on fine from Gloucester over down Braintree, 39395 mile on fine from 120 to the New Hampshire border, 495 on the southbound side, a little slow from 62 in Berlin, down for 290 in Worcester here, and Mass back on the westbound side, it's slow from Millbury on down to 395 at Webster, and it's backed up from Charlton to the Interstate 84 in Sturbridge here, due to an accident on Mass back on the westbound side in Sturbridge here. Okay, finally over the border to New Hampshire, where Mass in Maine, no, 95, the Maine Turnpike backed up from the Wells, Maine, all the way to the New Hampshire border here. So if you're in that area in the Maine Turnpike, try to expect to be a little busy at the normal and have some patience with you here. And 95 southbound, an accident in York, Maine, so try to be extra busy on the Maine Turnpike for those of you heading home from the state of Maine here. And 93 on the southbound side in Concord, New Hampshire, and is slow from Route 4 and 3 all the way down through Route 89 in Concord, New Hampshire due to some road work in the Everett Turnpike around Route 89 in Concord, New Hampshire, so try to be some busy in that area of 93 in Concord here. And 93 southbound a little slow around the New Hampton stretch in New Hampshire, and 93 on the southbound side slow from 293 in Manchester to the Derry here. So if you're on the highways, try to be busier. Try to have some patience and be safe. Okay, let's take a look at our weather report at 12:10 on this Labor Day holiday here, and our current conditions here in Norton, Massachusetts. 84 degrees on temperature with part clouds, with humidity of 61%, wind speed west about 7 miles per barometer. 29.96 inches, 2 about 69 degrees, and visibly at 10 miles, heat index 88 degrees here. Take a look at our other current conditions around the region here. It's 83 in Boston, and it's 83 in Pittsburgh, 80 degrees in Bedford and Beverly and up in Amesbury, 75 in Gloucester, 77 in Worcester, 74 in Sturbridge, it's 79 out in Milford, 75 in Webster, it's 83 in Norwood, 81 in Taunton, 80 out in Redford, it's 82 in Plymouth, 77 in Palmerston, 73 in Chatham, 75 in Falmouth, 71 in Cape Cod Bay, 73 in Marvin, Virginia, 72 out in Nantucket, 79 in New York City, 78 in Nislip, 79 in Montauk, 73 in Block Island, 77 out in Westerly, it's 81 out in Smithfield, it's 80 out in Bridgeport and New Haven, 72 in Long Island, 80 out in Danbury, 79 in Waterbury and New Britain, 81 in Hartford and Winslow, 79 in Springfield, 76 in Amherst, 78 in Greenfield, 76 in North Adams and Pittsfield, it's 80 out in Albany, 77 out in Bennington, 75 in Brattleboro, 79 in Keene, New Hampshire, 81 in Concord, New Hampshire, 78 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 83 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 82 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and it's 79 in Portland, Maine here. Take a look at our map situation. It shows a stationary front down for Southern Nevada, down for Arizona, cold front from New Mexico, stretching down Texas, Oklahoma, and a stationary front down for Kansas. Merging with a cold front from northern Missouri up in the upper Mississippi Valley, western Wisconsin, and colliding with a pink front with an onto warm stationary front from Lake Superior, stretching it down for the northern Great Lakes, and stretching in the eastern Ontario, down for Quebec, and up in the northern Maine, and stretching in New Brunswick, and out to the Gulf of St. Lawrence here. We get a front by from western New England, stretching it down from the Atlantic coastline here. And a front by from southern Wisconsin down from western Reno and down from central Missouri. And a front by from western Texas and north central Mexico. Front by from southeastern California, stretching down in the Gulf of California. Front by from southeastern Idaho down to Utah. Front by up in the northern coast of California. And a front by from northeastern Oregon, stretching in eastern Washington down for British Columbia. High pressure in western Oregon, western Montana, central Colorado, and western North Carolina. While some low pressure in eastern Washington State, southwestern Arizona, northern Arizona, northern Oklahoma, western Ontario, and southwestern Quebec. In eastern New Brunswick in high pressure in eastern Quebec here. 82 degrees of temperature right now here in Washington, D.C. 75 in Pittsburgh. 81 in Atlanta. 87 in Miami. It's 81 in Dallas, Texas. It's 84 in Brownsville, Texas. 66 in Kansas City. 76 in Chicago. 80 in Detroit. 71 in Omaha, Nebraska. 68 in Minneapolis, St. Paul. 55 in Great Falls, Montana. 57 in Seattle. 60 in San Francisco. 71 in Los Angeles. 82 in Las Vegas. It's 85 in Phoenix. It's 67 out in Albuquerque. 57 in Denver. And 60 out in Salt Lake City, Utah. Take a look at our radar scope around the New England area, and it shows some spotty showers and storms up in northern Maine and up in Quebec here. Seeing some spotty rain showers and a few storms off the outer Cape and the Islands here, and stretching all the way down off the New Jersey coastline here. And zooming in, it shows some spotty rain showers in central New Brunswick, central and eastern portions of Nova Scotia here, and spotty rain showers in southeastern portions of Prince Edward Island here. And lines of rain showers and storms from western Michigan, central and coastal eastern Wisconsin and northern Illinois, and stretch it up to UP and Michigan and up to Ontario, and a line of rain showers and storms from southern Missouri, central Kentucky, and central Ohio here, and a spotty rain showers southwestern portions of Pennsylvania, stretching in central West Virginia, and a line of rain showers and storms off the coastal Carolinas, Georgia, and off the east central Florida, and a spotty showers and a few storms on the Gulf of Mexico, stretching in southern Louisiana here, and a line of rain showers in southern Nebraska, north central Kansas, and the northeastern portions of Colorado. And a line of rain showers in eastern portions of Wyoming, and southern and east central portions of Montana, and a line of rain showers in north central portions of North Dakota, and the southwestern portions of Manitoba, and lines of rain showers and storms in eastern portions of British coming down for central Alberta. Salina, Oklahoma. Good afternoon, 32 degrees with clear skies here. Okay, let's take a look at our satellite loop here, and it shows a line of clouds coming in off the New England coastline, stretching in Atlantic Canada, and a line of clouds from the middle Mississippi Valley down to Kansas, stretching up into the western Great Lakes, up in Ontario, and down northern Manitoba, Saskatchewan, coming on northern Alberta, and after British, coming down western and eastern portions of Montana and northern Wyoming here. Okay, line of clouds from southeastern Louisiana down for the Gulf of Mexico here, and line of clouds from western Carolinas down for northern Georgia here. And a line of clouds from northeastern Wyoming and up in eastern Montana. Oh wait, let's take a look what's going on in the tropics here. Our latest happenings in the tropics in the Atlantic, a broad area of low pressure is located over the eastern bay of Campeche here, and environmental conditions appear to be favorable for some development, and then the system could become a tropical depression within the next day or two, and as it moves west-northwest with near 10 miles per hour. An Air Force Reserve reconnaissance aircraft is scheduled to investigate the load this afternoon necessary. Regardless of development, this system will produce heavy rainfall across the Yucatan Peninsula and southeastern Mexico today and Tuesday, and across portions of the eastern mainland Mexico on Tuesday and Wednesday. Formation change by 40 hours, high near 6%, and formation chance for 5 days, high 70% here. Alrighty, let's take a look at our eastern Pacific here. Our 12 low pressure is located a few hundred miles south of the southwestern coast of Mexico and produces a large area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms. As environmental conditions respectively conducive to gradual development, and a tropical depression could form by late week while the disturbance moves slowly northward and then northwestward. Formation chance for 4 hours, low near 20%, and formation chance for 5 days, high 70% here. And let's take a look at our tropics around the Central Pacific. Nothing brewing in the tropics here. Okay, forecast discussion here in the country, around the country here. It shows scattered severe thunderstorms for the central plains of the United States and hotter humid for the southern and eastern United States, and drier and cooler for the western United States by midweek. There's a couple of frontal boundaries that forecast that affect the northern tier of the United States by the middle of the work week, and the system expected to bring the greatest impact to the front will be currently moving in front the Midwest and then eventually to be the East Coast by Tuesday night. Multiple thunderstorm complexes are expected to be developed in the vicinity of this frontal boundary as it moves east, and some severe storms will be possible to interact with a hot, humid air mass with wind shear aloft. Strong upper level wind over the southern and eastern parts of the U.S. will help keep the temperatures above normal as we head into the first few days of September. Widespread highs in the 90s will be likely from Texas to the Mid-Atlantic states, and 2 millimeter temperatures are forecast for the lower elevation of desert southwest, and a heat index could easily reach 100 degrees or higher during the afternoon hours. And out west beyond a slowly progressive cold front, cooler temperatures and higher pressure will be enjoyed throughout the middle of the week, and vast majority of the location west of the continental divide should remain dry. A few isolated showers or storms cannot be ruled out at the pace of the week. Shall wave energy and then fall all off. Move front to the northwest and the higher terrain that the Pacific Northwest appears to be the moisture associated with the monsoon is on south of the border to Mexico. Here. Okay, let's take a look at forecast discussion near New England there. It shows a warm, humid flow will continue across the New England front Tuesday with scattered showers and thunderstorms each day. A cold front will push across the region Tuesday night. More but less humid weather will fall Wednesday, Friday. Another cold front may bring a chance of showers and storms by Saturday. And skies will have cleared across but the south coast this morning, leaving it mostly safe skies, except rain clouds develop later this morning after the debates about it. The adjustments to the sky cover forecast and account for the cleared of ours. The forecast was on track here. In our today's highs around the region, we'll see 84 for Boston, it's 85 for New York City, 85 for Hartford, 86 in Albany, 83 in Worcester, 85 in Concord, New Hampshire, 83 in Rutland, and 81 up in Portland, Maine here. So, the Cape and Islands forecast of temperatures will be 74 to... will be 74 to 80 degrees. And inland temperatures will see 81 to 86 degrees as we are going to have a couple of showers and thunderstorms in the area here. As we take a look at a radar situation here and take a look at a future cast. Okay, take a look at the future cast radar shows. A couple of showers and pop-up thunderstorms going to be forming an area by right now until around, say about 6 or 8 o'clock here. So my best estimates will be pop-up showers and thunderstorms south of the Mass Pike, best chance 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. here. So that is my prediction. It's going to have some mix of sun and clouds. It'll be warm and very humid conditions on tap for the region here. As we take a look at a view from the outside, and it's just a sunny day and it's very, very humid out. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this here. For today, we are going to see some chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly after 2 p.m. Thunderstorms, blue heavy rain, and mostly clouds, 185 degrees in southwest, wind 7 miles by precipitation 30%. New rainfall amounts of less than 10 inches, except high amounts possible in thunderstorms. Tonight, chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly before 7 p.m. Some storms, blue heavy rain, and patch of after 2 a.m. and west. Mostly clouds, low and 69 degrees in south, wind about 5 miles per kilometer in the evening. Chance of precipitation 30%, and new rainfall amounts of less than 10 inches, except high amounts possible in thunderstorms. Tuesday, patch of before 11 a.m. and west. Part the sky and 86 degrees in southwest, wind about 3 to 8 miles per hour. Tonight, chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly before 10 p.m. Some storms, blue heavy rain, and mostly clouds, low and 69 degrees in south, wind about 7 miles per hour. Precipitation 30%. New rainfall amounts of less than 10 inches, amount amounts possible in thunderstorms. Wednesday, most of the sky 85 degrees and northwest wind about 7 miles per hour. Wednesday night, clear sky low 60 degrees. Thursday, sun sky 85 degrees. Thursday night, most of the clear sky low 61 degrees. Friday, sun sky 86 degrees. Friday night, most of the clear sky low 65 degrees. Saturday, chance of showers and thunderstorms, most of the sun sky 85 degrees and precipitation 30%. Saturday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms, most of the sky low 59 degrees and precipitation 40%. And for Sunday, put the sun sky under 74 degrees. Bears, what a phrase of the day! A steamy day on tap with a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 2. This is PJ with you. Have a good day with a good positive. I'll see you at 5 o'clock for the evening report. Have a good evening here.